Good afternoon and welcome to Scrapbooking with a Twist. I'm going to do a layout today that I think is going to go pretty fast. Of course, I always say that and then I jabber so much that they don't. But isn't this just sweet, sweet paper? I'm going to cover a bunch of it up, but I love this paper. This, I'm going to tell you who it's from before I forget. I got it at Scrapbook Convention, and it's by Be Blessed Scrapbooking, and it's www.beblessedscrapbooking.com if you wanted to go on there. And this one is called Holy Night. And then I have Night Divine, I think, is another one that I have that looks just like it, except it has Night Divine on it. So I'm going to do a little bit of mixed media, and I'm going to ink this, and but it is going to go together so fast. I have this metallic gold, and I want to just do a haze all the way around this, just to give it literally kind of that hazy look all the way around. And while I'm doing this, I'll go ahead and do the twist. This won't take me but just a minute. The twist tonight, it comes from Revelation 21:21, and I chose that because it's snowing here. Actually, it's quit now, but it's just beautiful. It's just this perfect layer of just snow that's just white and pure and no tracks in it yet and all of that. Oh, it's just perfect. And we don't get that real often here. So really it's been about 3 years since we had a snow this pretty. So I thought I would just compare that to heaven because when I look out there, it just gives me that feeling. And so Revelation 21:21 says, the 12 gates were 12 pearls, each gate made of single pearl. The great street of the city was of gold. It was pure as transparent glass. And then in chapter 22, verse 1, it says, the angel showed me the river of the water of life, as clear as crystal, flowing from the throne of God and the Lamb. I think sometimes we kind of act like heaven's this mythical thing instead of a reality. And it is a reality. It is real. I believe it's real. I believe that I'm going to dwell there for eternity with God and with Jesus and with other believers. And I don't know exactly how it's going to be. I don't understand. I don't know that we're really meant to understand everything about it. But I do believe we're meant to realize that it's real. And so I look out on this just pristine, beautiful snow and how calming it is to me and how pure it looks. And I think that it has no comparison to what heaven is going to be like. Gold that's so pure that it's like transparent. A river that's like crystal. Gates that are made from a single pearl. And the verses just before the one about the gates was describing the foundations that were made from all of these different precious jewels. And I can't even imagine, but God has access to everything because he created everything. So I think we just have to really let that soak into our mind that heaven is real and that we have a ticket there. We have a prepaid first class ticket to go there. He sent his son to pay the price and he bought our ticket. And so, all we have to do is just look forward to it. And I do. I really do. All right, I'm almost through with this. It was a little tag there where I had cut the branding strip off and I smoothed that out. But I like the look of this just kind of hazy gold around the edge. I just wasn't satisfied with the edge until I decided to do that. Hit it just a little more right up here. think that'll do it. Get that put away. These were on sale at Hobby Lobby a year or so ago, and I bought a package of 3 actually. All right, and then I had, this was just some metallic paint that I put in this spray bottle, and that worked for a long time, and now it's kind of dried out. So I just shook it up and put it out on my block, and then I didn't want to water it down because I didn't want it to lose its metallic look, and so I have these spray shimmers. So I just sprayed some of that spray shimmer in there, and we're going to see if it works. I kind of tried it on a piece of paper a while ago, and I think it's going to be fine. It's been sitting a while, so it's not, it may have kind of dried a little bit. I mainly need it right out in here. All right. Let's some right up in there. Where there's a will, there's a way, you know? Come on, I want some right over in here. There we go. There's a good splatter. I kind of like the splatters that it does, where it, almost the stream that comes out of it. Maybe just a little more right in there. If you kind of sling it, you can get those. If you just tap it, then you get the dots. But I kind of like almost the streamers coming out of it. Okay, I better clean that up or I'll have it all over everything, including you. All right. I don't want it to dry on my desk. Okay, that's good enough to keep it from getting all over me. Now, I'm going to try to work with this even though it's wet, and hopefully I won't ruin it, because I really want to go ahead and get this done. So I have this little picture of my son's oldest son, and he's sitting up in the nativity scene, and I absolutely love it. And then I'm going to use swap items. Yvonne Logan, maybe? It looks like either L-O-G-A-R, Loger, L-O-G-E-E-C-E-R, Logser, O-N, I don't know, I can't tell. But it's Yvonne, L-O-G something. And I'm going to actually cover the Old Holy Night with that, because I've got another title I'm going to use. But I love that little angel, and he's sitting right in front of the angel. So I'm going to put that right there. So I'm going to go ahead, I've got to be really careful because this is wet. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down, and I may put something coming out from under it, so I'm not going to glue it all over yet. But this layout is going to be so simple because of my swaps, my swap items, my embellishments. I want that angel right at the bottom of that picture. Okay, I think that's good. All right, the angel's going to be right down there. I'm not going to put that down just yet because I may do some foam on some of these things. And then here we have the stable But look at this. This is made by Yvette Turner. And I am going to use the stable from the paper, but I'm going to put her baby Jesus in it. And then this is also from her. It was all together. And it's Reason for the Season is going to go right there. And then the star. So I know I want my baby Jesus up on foam. So I'm going to start with that. Get some foam squares out here. So I'm going to start with him. But I may put all of these embellishments up on foam. This is a special layout. I don't do, like I said, I've been trying not to do so much foam and things like that, just so that I have more room for, I need to write her name down so I don't forget. Where'd it go? My pen. Yvette, Y-V-E-T-T-E Turner. And then the other one was Yvonne. And I don't know if it's Logan or Loger. I don't know. I can't read that. I just want to give people credit because I love my embellishments so much. Can't let that show. All right, so that will put baby Jesus right down there in the stable. And then I want my title on foam. So let's get it up here. Some people just put foam everywhere, and I don't. I've never had really any trouble with it, you know, not looking right later after it's been in the scrapbook for years. So I don't try to cover every single thing with the foam. Let's see, I need a skinnier piece. Get a little bit right down here. Just got to stay away from where that's wet over there. Let's get a tiny little piece right there. And a little piece right there. Maybe a little bitty piece right over here. And I think this will do us. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and peel that and put it down. My sister-in-law and my friend that go to scrapbook convention, my sister-in-law was having to put her dates on the calendar for work. And so she was looking up the date, and we decided we'd better go ahead and get our room reserved. Last year we didn't get to stay at the hotel where scrapbook convention is. It moved from Arlington to Denton last year, which I really prefer Denton. It's easier actually for us to get to, and the traffic isn't as bad. So we went ahead and reserved a suite, because when 3 of us split it, It's really not too bad. Now, they may come out with a convention special and we may trade, but for right now, we've got that sweet. I am going to put that right there above the manger. And then the star needs to go up there, and I'll just cover that star with this one. And that was part of Yvette's embellishment, the title and the star and the baby Jesus. All right. Okay, so that's got our star. This star is really pretty. It's gold in the middle, just gold foil, and then it's got this really, I don't even know what you'd call that, around it. And so let's do about like that for our star. Except I think I got it a little crooked. Okay, there's our star. There's our title. Let's get baby Jesus down. So pretty. I don't find these pretty things on my Cricut. I actually find more on my silhouette, but my silhouette's struggling. So I haven't been using it very much. And the stuff I find on Cricut to me just isn't as reliable. I probably need to do a thing where I have a subscription to something. I don't know. You know, I may as well put this up on foam. Everything else is. Why not? I may as well just do it. Don't want to get that in any of that gold paint. It's so sweet. But I thought it was perfect with him sitting up in the arm, not in the arms, but up in front of that angel in this little nativity scene. I think it's in the my daughter-in-law, where her mom and dad live, in Giddings, Texas. I think it's probably at their church. That's a lot of foam squares on that angel. Okay, let's get, it looks like a her, but we know angels are he's. Okay, almost there. And then I did a die cut of some lesser stars that I may put just to kind of dress up over kind of around the picture and just to kind of connect it. Now I've got to cover this. That's the main thing. Okay, so there we go. Now, this is a Sizzix die cut. I've had it a long, long time. And so it cuts like there are 2 or 3 things that are hooked together. Where are the things that are hooked together? There they are. Lost them. It hooks part of it together, and then part of it is just separate. But I thought I would kind of maybe do something like coming out from there, and then there are a couple more that are like together, and then there are some separate ones, like instead of, and then there's a bunch of just individual stars that I thought I would scatter around, but of course that star is dominant. So I think I'm going to do that. And then that's just going to be it. And I love this layout. Love it. I think they have another picture, a different year around that nativity scene too. Okay. If I need to, I can always go back and fill in some of the splatters or little smaller stars. But I've got all of these little stars that came out of that punch that I can scatter in. So let's do a little of that and then see where we are. Just different sizes, different places. I love this die cut for that very reason, that it just gives you such a variety. All in one cut, that's the nice part. Instead of cutting a jillion times. Let's see, let's do a little double right there. Now we got a few more, we may as well use them. Okay, let's see where we are. Stick. Let's toss one right up there. I think I've got two little bitty ones left, and that's it. Okay, I think that's it. Not much to do to be creative, particularly on this layout, because I had such good embellishments from the embellishment swap. So thank you, Yvette and Yvonne. I love it, I love it, I love it. I love my sweetie sitting up there in that. So I hope you have a blessed day and be a blessing to someone else.